Hello and welcome to another Bodgit and Leggit video. Now we have a very important test to do here, and this can catch you out big time. As you can see, what we've got here is a DPF pressure sensor and the two lines that goes back to the DPF. Now we do have on this car, we have a P2453, which is a pressure sensor circuit A fault. Now that can be a few things. It can be a blocked DPF, it can be a problem with the sensor, it can be a problem with the wires. But the first thing and the easiest thing to check is the actual the hoses first. But I'm going to show you something with this hose that can very easily catch you out. So let me just take off this hose, and the way you do it, they just unclip from the car, and then we're just going to unclip it from here. But I want to show you something. I think it's with the bigger one, but I'll show you once I get it off.
2, 1, action.
Right, so as you can see, this pipe, it looks good. So what I'm going to do, block one end of it and blow down it. Hopefully you can hear that. That holds pressure lovely, but watch this. Just come closer, Brian. What I'm going to do is, I'm just going to do the same thing again, but I'm going to bend the pipe. And it's about here, I think, but just listen to the difference. So I hold pressure. So when it's straight, it holds lovely pressure. When I bend it, and it is slightly bent in the car, so remember that, it loses all its pressure. So we're going to take off this cover and we're going to show you what we find. But if you look at that hose first, that hose looks absolutely fine. There doesn't appear to be any issues with that hose whatsoever. And like I said, everybody is just going to do it this way, and it's going to work. It's going to work fine. So let's get this cover off and we'll see. This is the cover that was on it, and we get that on the camera. This cover looks absolutely perfect. There's no soot deposits, there's no nothing on it. Now, when we get to the pipe, you can actually clearly see the soot deposits on it. Can you see that?
Yep.
Now, and like I said, this is where you have to be very, very careful, because what people are going to do is, people are going to do force regens, people are going to put stuff down, people are going to do all sorts of stuff.
I wonder who.
Actually, it's not needed. So, what I'm going to do is, you can see that there? And if I slightly bend it, you see that crack? And that's the thing. So when I blow through it, and that's the problem. So look at what you're doing very, very carefully. Don't just take for granted that you blow through the pipe, it's okay. Take this cover off, bend the pipe. If you've got any sort of covers on any sort of pipe, it's always good just take it off and bend it like that all the way through. Because as you can see, when this is straight, you would say that is absolutely fine. What some people might even do is put a new DPF filter on, because they think it's a DPF, and that's going to cost an absolute fortune where it's only this pipe. So be very, very careful when you're checking these pipes, and check them properly. Sorted.
It happened to me one time on a boost actuator, and fixed the pipe.
If you're going to talk, come in front of the camera.
Fixed the pipe and like put it back, and man, well, my father was over the moon. He thought I reconditioned the engine or something. So sometimes when you find them little cracks in the pipes, can make a world of difference.
And like we said, just because, you know, you have to see that crack, and it only opens as you bend the pipe. So, you know, really be careful, because when you're trying to diagnose DPF systems, you are talking, you know, it's thousands, it's not hundreds, because everything on it, apart from the pipes, are the cheapest thing, but everything else just costs an absolute fortune. So always check the pipes. We most probably will have to do a regen on this car, because, or maybe put some cleaning fluid down it, because what happens is once it has been cracked or there's an issue for too long, the DPF will start getting blocked. So just because you actually fix this doesn't mean you're home dry. It's cause and effect. Why is your DPF blocking up? Well, in this particular case, it was because of this. In your case, there's loads of other reasons. But what I'm saying is it's always cause and effect. So just because you put new pipes on, and these are special pipes, by the way, so I don't think you can just put ordinary hose on, it just melts. So just because you fix this problem doesn't mean your car still won't be in limp mode. You might have to do a forced regen, you might have to drive it down the road, let it do a regen itself, you might have to clean it. But anyway, you need to find the problem first. And in our case, that's the problem. And very, very important. This is going to be a great tip out there for someone, because believe me, you blow through that pipe, you think it's fine. So look, I hope it helps. Please like, share, comment and subscribe. Don't forget, links up here, links down below, but most importantly, don't forget, get your hands dirty. See you for the next one. Sorted.